Hey Radhe Radhe, hey everyone. Um, Here we have our fifth live session. Guess no one's around right now. Uh, we'll try to, you know, again review over the platform engineering as well as platform engineer associates exams as well as also all the domains that have been mentioned over there on the exam page of CNP as well as CNPE. We'll try to review and go through all the particular domains. We'll try to review some of the talks or blogs or even tech talks at KubeCon or some other resources that are available over the internet, and we'll try to understand about various different domains as well as topics that are being mentioned over there on the whole exams page. So we'll try to see what else do we have. Let me share this live stream over to my socials as well. I have shared it, I guess, onto my live my LinkedIn. Just wait for a second. Sorry. Let's see. I have uploaded, I mean, published the post. Let's see if there's anyone. I guess there's one coming. All right. Let me um, switch on some other projects as well, some other places from where I can see if my network is stable at the moment nowadays, so that like in the long run I won't get as much of a problem while live streaming. Right, it's fine right now. Awesome. Hare Krishna, Devesh Kaushal Chauhan. Sorry. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. So today we'll try to go over the whole platform engineering as well as also platform engineer associate syllabus, or some of the domains as well as some other topics that has been mentioned over the whole exams page of CNPA, CNCF's exam that has been conducted, CNP as well as CNPE. If anybody has been trying or planning about going for take that exam or appearing for that particular exam or just going over the whole domain as well, for a student like me or someone who can't sponsor the whole fee, they can just go over the whole topics and just get to know about it. I've been well, experienced and present at the moment in the whole cloud native domains. That's why most of the things that have been going on right now at the moment in the whole cloud native domain are, revolves around the whole platform engineering and platform engineering associates topics. So that isn't new for me. That usually includes the declarative approach as well as also a lot of other things as well. So yeah, let's get started. Um, Let me share my screen. Let's first put the whole agenda of our today's live. In the last one, in the last live session, we discussed about the some of the CVs that were found earlier. Discuss. I have to take this particular topic as well. Maybe in the next live, I won't forget. Uh, let's keep it for the next live 6. Maybe tomorrow, most probably. Right. If anyone wants to have, if anyone is present right now in my live, they can go over to these particular highlights as well, or go over to my third live as well. We discussed about what is platform engineering, how is it different from DevOps, what are some of its focuses, how is it creating a lot more benefits for the ops team as well as also for the developers team. So if anyone is kind of newbie who doesn't know as much about the whole platform engineering core feature or the whole reason of its existence, then they can just head on to my earlier live, or either let me just kind of clarify how does the whole platform engineering kind of thing goes around. So the platform engineering is kind of the next generation of DevOps. Earlier DevOps was being included, was kind of introduced in the whole developer framework. Their main feature was to push changes, include the features that were being required for the organization as well as also for the business framework. But later, as well as also the DevOps, the operations team at that moment was solely responsible for just pushing any particular feature or change that has been made by the developer teams, and all of those things was being kind of creating a lot of separation between the developers as well as also the DevOps team. So that's why for a new kind of a term or new whole uh, thing actually came into the existence, that a new term was actually coined as the DevOps. That is, kind of a correlation or collaboration between the developers as well as also between the operations team. So it was solely responsible for maintaining a collaboration between the developers as well as operations team, which will uh, have a lot of knowledge about the developers as and developer side. From the developers experience, they will have someone on their team in the DevOps team. They can help to reduce that whole gap between the developers and the operations team. And also from the and also they will have a lot of experience as well as knowledge about the operations team as well. So yeah. um, Yeah, so that was all about that was about the introduction of DevOps. Later on, the DevOps actually included a lot of complexities as well as also the overhead computation got kind of increased in the long run. So that's why it created a lot of more problem. A lot of the capital was actually also getting bleeding from the whole organization's pocket, in the name of the whole cloud integrations, as well as also a lot of different tools and different frameworks was actually getting integrated into the whole environment of your whole application or the software or the internal teams. So to reduce that, these developers or certain teams started focusing upon building up a kind of a platform to reduce the whole complexities that were being introduced by the DevOps team itself. Or the DevOps team was the one who was expected that they will kind of try to resolve this kind of problem. But on the other hand, they actually started producing or building up this kind of a whole problem. So yeah, is anyone online? All right. Let me bring something. Just wait for a minute. Till then, you can just kind of revise if you doesn't know as much about the whole DevOps core features. Let me pull this up and yeah, just go through all of these things. I'll be back in a minute. Right. So, sorry for delaying. Right. So before I was gone, I was telling about the basic concepts of the whole platform engineering thing, as well as also how is it different from the DevOps. Um, Anyone who's present over here, they can raise any particular question as well if it does have. And we have just started right yet at the moment, so we'll try to continue it of the platform engineering as well as also the whole course of the CNPA and CNPE at the moment. Here it is. It's about the whole platform engineering thing, platform engineering core fundamentals. All right. So in the last live, in live third, I mean, not in live four, but in third live streaming of ours, we covered these particular topics. And amongst these as well, we try to cover. We covered this one and this topic as well, and some other topics as well that were present at that moment. Platform engineering goals, objectives, and approaches, and then later continuous integration fundamentals, continuous delivery, and GitOps. So yeah, continuous delivery and like you might have heard about the CI/CD pipelines, and those are kind of really fundamentals of the whole DevOps integration. But they were more focused upon the whole imperative approach of the whole cloud at that moment. So the CI/CD was more focused, or more emphasizing upon the whole imperative approach of the whole cloud domain at that moment. But with the continuous deployment, continuous delivery at the moment, it's been adopting the core features of the GitOps at the moment. So what do we mean by the declarative approach? So the imperative approach actually included, if you wants to do a particular task, then you'll require to list out all of those particular different steps that you have to go through in order to achieve or reach out to a particular state, the desired state of your model. But when it actually comes for the declarative approach, then you'll just mention about the current. Your system does know about the the current state of your architecture of all of your workloads at the moment, and you'll mention about the final state as well. You know the particular approach that you want, or the status of your workloads that you want at that moment, and the system will be enough intelligent to take the appropriate steps in order to reach out to that particular state, the desired state. Let's say that the current state is A and you want your desired state to be A square. Let's say in the mathematical terms, I'm saying, like, for a really naive kind of a person, I must say, like, your current workloads is, let's say it is A, and your derived state or deserved state at that moment is 2A, then you'll require the approach will require for your current workloads 2x. So that's the particular step that your intelligent system will be taking with the help of the tools or integration that has been bounded to your system. So that's called the declarative approach, in which you will just mention about the desired state of your workloads, and then the required steps will be taken automatically by your application or by your workloads itself. So GitOps as well as also continuous delivery is more focused on that particular part, in which it will be taking its own decisions in its own way in order to reach the desired state of your for your workloads. So it is. We'll try to go over. Also, we'll try to take help of Gemini at that moment, is because I'm taking this whole live stream session as if it is from the perspective of an I who of a newbie who doesn't know as much about the whole thing. And the most simplest thing at this moment, that is a simple a particular student can do. Earlier, it was Googling any particular thing, but right now people have been using chat GPTs as well as also Gemini and a lot of different LLMs and chat bots. People have too much more line upon those particular solutions, even me. So we'll try to take help of Gemini. Let's or I does know about the docs that we can take help from. for the continuous integration fundamentals. And that is for maybe we can take help from the GitOps documentation itself, or either from the Argo CD. Argo CD is a CD platform, continuous delivery platform that's been helping the whole developers family in integrating their workloads and taking the advantage of the continuous delivery part or the whole perspective as well. So we'll try to use them. Let's see if and the docs are present. Right. GitLab, GitOps. I think Argo CD will be a lot more helpful in that particular aspect. Yes. Right, here it is. Let me see if I am, if my live is all right. Doesn't have any kind of, right. Yep, I'm online. Um, Network is also kind of stable. All right. So, continuous integration, it's the project that is Argo CD, troubleshooting CI checks. You can click on the details link. Right, so it's been taking reference from the GitOps, from the GitHub as well. GitHub has been integrating, and working on the basis of the CI pipelines. And yeah, it's been heavily dependent upon the CI pipelines and um, continuous delivery and deployments as well. So that's why it's better to take reference from GitHub itself. To read more about the GitHub actions, yeah, and are configured in CI build.yaml. And then check if it does have right container integration. All right. Can I re-trigger the checks without pushing any commit? Since the CI pipeline is triggered on Git commits, there is currently no known way on how to trigger the CI checks without pushing a new commit to your branch. And not an error. The changes your commit and you can push. Right. So these are talking about the steps of pushing your code or the pipelines or the main pipeline of your application or workloads. And if absolutely true that the failures were not due to any failure in the pipeline itself, so you can just and not an error with the changes that you might have committed in the past with the different kind of pull requests or the merges or commits that you might have done in the history. Then you can push an empty commit as well to your branch, thus retrieving the pipeline without any code changes. Right, it's just the normal whole thing. Or the build step fail. It's been talking about the whole CI thing. It isn't new for most of the people, I guess. So, should we switch to continuous delivery right now? I guess. Right, no problem. I can take it. If the build is failing at the and ensure Go module synchronicity step, you need to first download all the Go dependent modules locally via Go mod download and then run Go mod tidy to make sure that the dependent Go modules are tied up. Finally, commit and push your changes to go.mod and go.sum to your branch. If build is failing at the build and catch Go code, then you need to make sure that the build locals run successfully on your machine. Code and step fails. It's I don't think it does hold the whole, if anyone doesn't know as much. All right, so for the continuous integration part, if anyone doesn't know as much about it, then there are a lot of different pipelines that are synchronously integrating with a lot of different tools as well as a lot of different frameworks at the same time over the workload that has to be kept up and running without any particular kind of problem. So that's been a part of continuous integration. There's been a lot of and in a more imperative approach. But now I've talked a lot about the continuous deployment part. Let me share. I guess it's the first one is all about the what we mean by the platform engineering goals. How is it different from the DevOps? And the first section usually decides relies more upon the whole imperative and declarative approach. That's why they've been referencing declarative resource management at the start of this whole particular topic. And the next one, they've been talking about the observability fundamentals, traces, metrics, logs, events, and that's why we'll be taking reference from the open telemetry and a lot of other tools as well, including the Datadog and a lot of other things as well. So yeah, it's amazing. We'll try to look at a lot of other docs as well. Also, we were having open telemetry in our live 6. We might consider taking it as well, along along with considering the whole updates and the whole definition of traces on the whole telemetry part. So we might consider taking them as well. Right? Is my network stable? I guess it is not. Right. Yes, it's stable. Right. So here it is. Let me share it. Argo CD. It's talking about. Right. So they have to explain about the whole CD thing as well in order to explain about their own project. Otherwise, it won't be possible to explain their core project, what is it doing. Uh, for right, continuous delivery introduction. Argo CD docs. Right. Overview, understanding the basics. What is CD? Oh, wait, wait, wait. Argo CD. What is Argo CD? Why Argo CD? I guess we'll get to know about the whole continuous delivery part while understanding the whole project of Argo CD as well. So that might be kind of an amazing thing of this live as well, and that we'll be going to understand about the about one of the new project, one of the main project in the whole cloud domain. There is Argo CD, and as well as also alongside we'll be able to understand about the whole basics of continuous delivery part as well. What is Argo CD? It is a declarative GitOps contains delivery tool for the Kubernetes. Definitions, configuration, and environment should be declarative, and version control, application deployments, and lifecycle management should be automated, auditable, and easy to understand. Yeah, application definitions, configurations, and environment should be declarative, and version control. And started in quick start. Keep seat here. It, um, Alright, getting started. It's all configuration. If create the whole namespace and apply them and integrate them into your own data pipelines, then you can just copy paste and just run it into your local environments or either on your workspace or organization's environment. Either Argo CD follows the GitOps pattern of using Git repository as the truth of the source of truth for defining the desired application state. Kubernetes manifest can be specified in several ways: customize applications, Helm charts. All right, GitOps approach. It is in explaining what is GitOps approach. I have explained, although I have explained about the GitOps approach, but still, they should have, kind of explained about it as well. They should have included it into their own documentation as well about telling the whole concept of around which the whole project is revolves around. Argo CD automates the deployment of desired application states. And the deployment of desired application state and specifies target environments. Application deployments can track updates to branch tags and can be pinned to a specific version of the Git manifest to a Git commit. Let's see tracking strategies, architecture. We'll try to cover them up instead. I think it will be a lot better if we could just kind of focus on our own docs, and then later we can let's try to write some summary about the whole topic of continuous delivery. Let's first specify about what topic are we considering right now. There's platform engineering. Right, and we are referencing continuous integration fundamentals. That's kind of too basic. Continuous delivery and GitOps. All right. Continuous delivery and GitOps. All right. It's normal text. You're mentioning about how it is different from the continuous deployment part, and how is it emphasizing more on the whole declarative approach instead of just relying on the imperative approach. Uh, right, emphasizing on imperative approach of development. Let me define what is the core difference between the declarative as well as imperative approach for any particular person who doesn't know as much about these particular topics and who might have just visited, came to the live session right now at the moment. All right, Ashu, thanks. Welcome. Yeah, so let me specify what is this declarative approach if someone doesn't know as much about it. Or let me start from the imperative approach here. Later, we'll try to tell how is it a lot better. Declarative approach. If anyone does know about the whole, if anyone, I mean, does have the whole knowledge about the Kubernetes as well as also the cloud native landscape, and they might be knowing about the core difference between the imperative and declarative approach, and that's the major kind of focus that the Argo project or GitOps whole architecture have been focusing upon as well. continuous delivery. I mean deployment. Yeah, focuses on specifying the whole, specifying all the steps required for a current state to reach the desired state. Like manually, you will have to manually we will have to either write scripts or either build know some kind of pipelines as well for automating integrations, which might add up a lot more you computational overhead for your workloads, decrease energy sustainability as well, or energy efficiency. I know must isn't very important for a lot of people for the energy efficiency, but it is also bleeding out a lot of investors' money as well. So it will be lesser, cloud friendly due to high cloud bills. And eventually, we'll have to set up a lot of FinOps engineers as well, which an organization might need, but that organization have to be as big as that of a bank or just like of a Google or big tech companies. Shorter organizations doesn't actually need the FinOps engineers, but still, due to really high, due to really bad kind of the whole observation that is kind of opposite to the whole idea of why they hired them. Right now, my network is kind of the CNPA as well as CNPE and all the domains that have been mentioned over there. But still, so I does know about all those particular topics. Right. Uh, I guess my network is not that weak right now. Oh, let me reload. All right. Sorry for the whole network connectivity issue. Let me share my screen for Yogesh. Yes, yep, I does have cleared as well as also have been preparing for the other platform engineering certificates, and they have been really engaged in the whole platform engineering community as well at CNCF and a lot of other communities as well that are solely kind of focusing upon the whole product as well as also the platform success and reliability kind of a part. Right, so we were uh, writing down the core features as well as also the whole summary of declarative as well as also the imperative approach that is of the continuous delivery. Yeah. Right. So that's the whole difference between the declarative and the imperative approach. Imperative approach depends, upon the steps that has been mentioned manually or either by the automation integration that has been put by the admins, application developers, as well as also by these software engineers that are working at the organization. While in the declarative approach or in the GitOps friendly approach, the platform itself usually works in a way, in a way in which the whole platform usually takes care if the current status of or the current whole architecture of our workloads usually reaches to the desired state, and it takes whichever particular steps are actually required in order to make our architecture reach out to the desired state. The main components in the declarative approach are the current state as well as and the declarative in the desired state, and the another one is the file that has been uploaded on the GitOps on to the GitHub actually. Sorry for stuttering. Lord. भेज दूंगा भाई. Right. So for right, for the GitOps approach does works on the whole CD framework on the CD manner. There is the continuous delivery manner, but it usually integrates a lot along with the GitHub as well. In which the let me clarify about the GitHub, or just forget about it. Let me just clarify it. How is it working in that manner? So for the GitOps approach, they've been focusing upon the just wait for a minute. I guess there's been some kind of internet issue. It's been too much problem. All right. For the GitOps approach, GitOps usually keep a watch over our current state of the application, and it also keep a watch over the file that has been pushed or deployed over to the GitHub. So, if any particular change has been pushed onto our current state directly without considering of contacting or taking monitoring over the GitHub file as well, then it might introduce some of the a lot of different security issues as well in the long run. Like I might have like if any particular person have been working along with the infrastructure as service, infrastructure as code as well, not service, infrastructure as code, IAC, and the Terraform as well, then you might have known that the AWS and a lot of different solutions had drag and drop options and a lot of different dashboards and UI that they used to hold earlier. So developers who didn't had that much knowledge about the whole operations, they used to just straight away open up a particular cluster or either a particular pod as well that's been available in the dashboards or either in the whole user interface of the application. But in the in the whole GitHub or the whole link tree of their organization, that particular step wasn't actually being mentioned anywhere. So that's why it might have caused a lot of problem during the troubleshooting. If any particular kind of security threat or any server brokerage might have happened in the long run, then the developers might have struggled a lot in order to find that particular issue. So in that way, GitOps usually introduced a way in which they'll be introducing CD continuous delivery, but also they'll also try to keep a continuous watch, continuous look over the continuous state, our current state of our application, as well as also the GitHub repository of our project. And if they actually kind of differ at any particular state, any particular stage, then they might end up reverting the changes of our current state back to the particular state that was being mentioned over the GitHub at that time. That kind of introduce a lot more benefits for the security part of our application, instead of just relying solely upon the whole dashboards as well as drag and drop kind of features. So yeah, that was all about the whole GitOps approach. Um, Let me just kind of get it from the internet. I don't think there's much people who are interested. Right, no problem. GitOps continuous delivery. Yeah, GitOps approach actually it it works on the basis of CD, that is continuous delivery, that uses a Git repository as a single source of truth for managing the whole infrastructure and applications, instead of you just manually deploying GitOps automation that synchronizes between the desired state in Git and the live environments. GitOps usually, just automate that. That's what I've been saying, that they usually keep yeah, live monitoring, or keep a watch over the current state of our workloads, as well as also they kept looking at our the Git repository as well of our project, and if they find out any particular gap or any particular kind of difference that might have been formed, and that difference usually, if the steps that were being mentioned in the Git repository are kind of more than the current state, then it might have pushed in direction in which our project or our workload might have been approaching towards the GitOps. But to be honest, if there's any particular kind of change that might have happened only for in the our current state at the moment, then the GitHub might have GitOps might have reverted it back towards the Git repository. Right. I think we should. Yes. All right. I think there's not as many people who are online right now, and it's already 50 minutes, 49 minutes, I guess. Let's kind of start winding up the whole stream, because there's not as many people, and you people might, kind of leave, might end up staying. I want to discuss further topics in the next live session, because it might end up that the people might not get as many, knowledge about the other topics as well. Oh, there are three people. All right. Should we go more? Should we take some more topics as well? Is there anyone who's live right now? Or is it myself? Is it me? Right. Let me push one more topic as well. It might not be fair if I will end the whole session right now. Let's see what's going on uh, in the GitOps approach. That was all about the GitOps. Right. Shouldn't have as many points. Right. Instead, sort of, how do we get rid of it? Why is it working like that? Right. GitOps approach provides a lot more security for the whole workloads before, because pushing direct changes to the workloads, it introduces a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of problems during troubleshooting. During troubleshooting, because it won't be visible at the commit tree of our Git repository present at GitHub. There's no trace of our change push. Even in case of a security breach or vulnerability, no, cyber attack, yeah, where some malicious attacker malicious virus or an attacker try interfering with the basic data and data pipelines. Applications environment changes made to the environments get reverted back. You might even pull some more actions and triggers in case any kind of malicious activity we might have found at that moment. Or let's say if or these, all right, let me change rollout with the let me change reward with rollouts, or yeah, let me keep it that way because rollout is kind of different, so it might backfire. So we might even pull some actions and triggers in case any direct action have been implemented the whole architecture to our whole infrastructure. Yeah, it's all about the continuous delivery and GitOps. It's a little too much. If you will ask from any particular developer, they will say, yeah, that's not as much of a huge, topic. Um, is my Let me see my internet connectivity. If it is all right, then it might be a little. Oh, yes, yeah. Two people are watching. All right. We have completed this particular section of the whole CNPA domain or the CNPA exam. Later in the next live session, we might consider talking about the platform observability, security, and conformance as well, which will be majorly focusing upon the whole observability part. And it is the most important as well as also the most kind of exciting part for me or for any other particular kind of cloud person as well, because observability is all about observing the whole your whole workloads and each and every particular application or any process that might have been happening taking place in your workloads or your clusters. And you might end up using them in a lot better way if you hold as much knowledge. It's 57 minutes. Let's complete the whole hour, I guess. Um, why is it? Oh, it's not. Let's gonna have some. Let's start scrapping the whole web. Let's ask ChatGPT. What does it know about the whole open telemetry stuff? I just know if you want to grab some knowledge about the whole project, about the whole open telemetry thing or the observability stack as well, then I have kind of had a 30 days challenge kind of a thing on my YouTube channel, and for the in the shorts where I was uploading a lot of different projects and videos about different softwares and projects that were talking about different tools and frameworks. Let's see, let's ask from them. Hey, tell me about the open element. Yeah. Or nah, I won't look at it either. Let's let's have a look from this thing. Let me share my Chrome instead. Yeah. So let's do this. Infinite loop. Right. And let me review myself. Let me react to my own self in shorts. Um, yeah, it kind of more. It could be a lot more fun. It can increase my own views at the end. So yeah, now I'll be making a dedicated video about it. Right. So yeah. Oh, you want to see it again? Right. I can play. Yeah, sure. Let's view it again. All right. No problem. Yeah, stop. So you can tag them. Although I'll be making a dedicated video about these particular projects in the near future. I'll be talking about the Loki, Grafana, and a lot of other projects as well. But first and foremost, we would like to understand about the basic concepts of the whole telemetry at the moment, and that is about the traces, metrics, and the logs as well. That is the whole telemetry thing. So yeah, that we'll try to concentrate about with those particular topics. Great. So yeah, um, let's see if we have anything on the Reddit. Let me change. I guess. Wait. All right. Subscriptions are. Whom do I subscribe? Let me share it. Right, it does hold a huge community of the cloud engineers and a lot of different developers as well. They does share their own experiences over the internet and some best practices as well, or either some kind of issue that they might have experienced earlier and different ways by which you can solve them. Um, Let's search for platform engineers. Platform engineering. Oh, we just have platform engineers. That's great. Platform engineer, lounge, senior, site library engineer, and they have so many job posts right here. Visible Terraform, Terraform, terrible Terraform. Let's review some latest posts that we might have. It's all about. It's not fun. All right. Let's search someone else. Platform engineers. All right. Um, Maintaining platforms, automations, cloud servers, Kubernetes, observability, cost management. Which particular topic do you want to see? Like, I don't know if they are edits or are they taking me to somewhere else or they are edit posts. I want to know more, some more things about them or instead of just. We can either also have a review over there and just look over or have a reaction over the different takes and the reviews from different developers and engineers. Or either we can just end the whole live session that's going on at the moment. If it is over an hour, we can either just review them at some other day instead of today. Right, so yeah, let's keep it for the next live session. Maybe tomorrow, most probably. I'll We'll come back to review over the the telemetry part as well. I've been stuttering a lot today, fumbling a lot because there are I don't know what do I have to say. So, all right, so thanks a lot for any particular person who was here, who were watching the live stream. So yeah, yeah, I mean, see you tomorrow. Radhe Radhe.